Because it involves a certain amount of showmanship. Parker's showmanship, Elvis's showmanship, and Baz as a director has those unique gifts as well. So, plus the musical element. This is a director who is deeply involved in the music recording industry and performing artists and ideas about how to recreate and rediscover the music of that period and to put it out there in a way as if people never heard it before. The idea that Tom was just finishing a performance of playing Falstaff in a production of Henry IV lent some real strong credibility to the idea of him playing a character that was duplicitous and lying and manipulating, but yet lovable at the same time, and sort of looking after his charge. You know, Hal in the case of Falstaff, but in our case, Elvis. That somehow he would be able to manifest all those qualities that make him of a questionable character but lovable character, well-meaning in some cases but self-serving always. It's a really tough tightrope to walk, but he anyway, very few people I think could do it as well as him. So I don't think it was an obvious choice, but I certainly feel like we got it right. When you put together audiences of that size, and there are two ways to do it. Either you do it really well and you make every person significant, or you just sort of deal with the first two rows and then kind of wing it and let it go. And Baz and CM take great pride in making sure that every one of those background players could appear in a close-up shot and carry the day. And it's an interesting process. First of all, they communicate that to the background players as well. They make every one of them feel like their role is important, and that there's a backstory to who you are, why you're here, what attracts you to Elvis, what your feelings are about the people on your right and on your left, and it's an important part of their process, and it certainly reflects itself in the look of those audiences and the hair and the costumes. The performance that Austin delivered as Elvis on stage was, I think, beyond expectation, even though we all had high expectations. And you know, the other part of waiting through this COVID period, this shutdown, this hiatus period, one of the other great concerns is that we knew that Austin was preparing himself in great detail and with great discipline, and you felt like this was an Olympian athlete ready for his you know, the big event, and all of a sudden it's delayed, and you have this fear that all that energy, all that momentum is going to somehow be lost and dissipate. And so as we got back into it in September, he only got better.